Marvellous. Marvellous. Welcome back to Rosalind Court. My name's Morag Butler. And this evening, it's quite exciting. We've got it's not up there. Jennifer Crook and with extra Stuart Bruce. Way! So we've got 2 for the price of 1 this evening, which is rather exciting. Yeah. So all of you know that you're in the raffle. So you might be able to win one of Jennifer's many, many CDs. Or Who Gives a Crap toilet roll. Yeah! Okay. So now I'm about to sing a song. I've got a couple of things to say about this song. One is I'm singing it for Eric because we had a conversation this morning and we talked about pushing the boundaries of accents and dialect because he's from Middlesbrough, deep south, yeah. And this song, it has a chorus which you'll all know because somehow we're all born knowing this song. But there's a couple of things you need to know about it. One is it's by Geordie Ridley. Remember that name, Geordie Ridley. The other is the date of the story. Look at that. Okay. The Robin Adair pub was the first pub I ever did a gig in when I was 14. And in 1862, women covered their faces. Well, there's a thing. Yeah, as just as a matter of course, women, it just mentions that they cover their faces. Folks in the chorus rhymes with the word perks. So it's firks, right? Firks, right? Okay. And stannin means standing. So are you ready? Good. Okay. Northeast songs often contain extraneous information, I have found, and this one certainly does. You're welcome. Hi, Ian. We went to Blaydon races, 'twas on the 9th of June, 1862 on a summer's afternoon. We took the bus from Bamburgh and she was heavy laden, and away we went along Collingwood Street that's on the road to Blaydon. Oh, me lads, you should have seen us scanning, passing the folks along the road just as they were standing. All the lads and lasses there were always smiling faces, gone along the Scotswood Road to see the Blaydon races. We went past Armstrong's factory and on to the Robin Adair, and when we got to the railway bridge, the front wheel fell off there. The ladies lost their crinolines, the veils that hits their faces. I got 2 black eyes and a broken nose when I went to the Blaydon races. Oh, me lads, you should have seen us scanning, passing the folks along the road just as they were standing. All the lads and lasses there were always smiling faces, gone along the Scotswood Road to see the Blaydon races. Well, when we got the wheel back on, we started back again, and thems that had their noses broke, they all went OAM. Some to the dispensary, and some to Dr. Gibbs's, and some to the infirmary to mend their broken ribses. Oh, me lads, come on, should have seen us cannon, passing the folks along the road just as they were standing. All the lads and lasses there were always smiling faces, gone along the Scotswood Road to see the Blaydon races. We flew across the chain bridge and into Blaydon Toon. The barman, he was calling time, they calls him Jackie Broom. He was chatting to some chaps, and them he was persuading to gan and see Geordie Ridley played the Mechanics' Hall in Bladen. Oh, me lads, you should have seen us ganning, fighting the folks along the road just as they were standing. All the lads and lasses there were always smiling faces, ganning along the Scotswood Road to see the Bladen races. Well done. Well done. Okay. So, I would like to welcome to the stage, please, Jennifer Crook and Stuart. Stuart, now your second name, yeah? It's Bruce, yeah? And apparently he is directly related to Robert the Bruce. So, yeah, fantastic things happening this evening, eh? Yeah, we've got royalty. Jennifer and Stuart.
Thank you, Morag. Apparently in my family tree there might be some connection with Coleridge, but I'm not sure that's true.
We're not getting competitive.
Well, it's an absolute pleasure to be here. Been really looking forward to it, and it's lovely to see you all. Thank you for coming. And thanks, Morag, for that last song, which was apparently the first folk song that Stuart ever heard. He's not a real folkie, you see. I didn't mean, hang on.
I have to say, in the same week that I first heard that song, I also went to a Sex Pistols gig. Okay. So.
Simply take the road ahead. That's what the old man said. Try not to fret or care, and you'll get there. Two paths in the wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and then I stood and wondered why the sky was falling. Some things just take their time. Blackbird in my dreams, you sing the saddest things. Little birds will find their wings by morning. Signs and wonders guide the way. That's what the wise ones say as I stumble through another day. In the darkness, we're on a roll. was too steep. Then the river ran too deep. Then I thought I could not go one step further. When the world was full of doubt, the tide went in and the tide went out. Fear be banished was the shout from every corner. Backfire my wine, I'll learn to pay no mind. Some things just take their time. Blackbird in my dreams, you sing the saddest things. Little birds will find their wings by morning. Thank you. So we actually arrived last night because we thought it's quite a long drive over from where we live, which is a place called Box near Bath. If there's any Americans or Canadians in it, you'll just be thinking, what, 5 hours? Really? But thought it'd be nice to have a chance to look round as well. So we were going to go to the Turner Contemporary in Margate, but we got distracted by a 1970s vintage clothes shop. Yeah.
Where I managed to find an identical leather jacket, 1970s leather jacket, to one that I already own, in a different colour. But it was too small.
It's very sad. Okay. So this is a song called Long Drive Back Home from Love. Thanks a lot. So there's a video of that song. I recorded it about 10 years ago with my beloved camper van. She's called Betsy. And she's been off the road for years. And actually, I'm just waiting to find out. She's just being repaired, ready for Glastonbury. So it's very exciting to get the camper van back on the road.
Yeah, we had our first message today from the guy that's, he said, got half the welding done.
Amazing. Yeah, it's amazing that you could have a cup of tea anywhere you like.
Yeah. Well, yeah, importantly, we can sleep anywhere we like as well. So. Wasn't looking forward to spending 5 days at Glastonbury in a tent.
So I made an album with Stuart back in somewhere in the pandemic, you know, that foggy kind of time. And it was called, well, it is called The Broken Road Back Home. And this is a song from it. Cover me in kisses, love, before this dream is over. Let our troubles drift away on the morning breeze. Let the sunlight soothe us in the places we got broken, till the darkness is a distant memory. And you tell me you've got battle scars, and if I love you, will I love the wounded parts? Somehow I'd forgotten in the chaos of existence, there is always something beautiful to see. Caught up in the lies and all the psycho talk and reasons, I forgot about the simple poetry. And I tell you I've got battle scars, and if you love me, will you love the wounded parts? We've all got battle scars. We didn't mean to speak those words, and there are some best never heard. We didn't mean it, and it hurt. Why do hurt people hurt sometimes? When you're out there on the front line, on your knees and on the breadline, it's the last time till it's happening again. And I've seen them stab you in the back. You take the fall, get back on track, 'cause there's something in your heart that always shines. And you tell me you've got battle scars, and if I love you, So, John, if you're wondering why I'm not using a plectrum anymore, that's because I left it in my jeans upstairs. Is there one handy? Oh, it's very professional. Nice light one. Yeah, great. Thank you. I should have a plectrum in all my jean pockets, shouldn't I? That's what a real professional would do. Oh, more.
I've never bought a plectrum in my life.
No.
But I have a huge selection.
You have a plethora of
I
plectrums.
have a plethora.
Thank you very much.
Ingrid.
Better use one now, hadn't I? Right. So I did a talk recently. I was asked if I could give a talk about my songs by Bath Royal Institute of Literary Scientific. Anyway, long posh title, and so I went back and talked about songs from all of my albums, and this next one, Cumful Station, was inspired by a picture of some trains that were left disused at Cumful Station. Does anyone know where that is? And do you know what film was filmed there? Yes, the wonderful Brief Encounter, Noel Coward, lovely film, very sad. And
Blimey, actually, we might have to find another toilet roll for that
what?
answer, mightn't we? Well, it's a prize. I mean, you know, it's the first time anyone has ever actually known that it was Brief Encounter.
Oh, well, I didn't know about that when I wrote the song. I just saw the picture of the trains. Then I wrote the song. Then I found out about Brief Encounter, and actually it became the title of that album, and that was Cumful Station. And then we were invited, my trio were invited to go and play at Cumful Station and put on a gig there. So there's all sorts of things that can happen from a little moment of inspiration. It can grow, and yeah. So, and then of course I had a lot of train spotters at all my gigs. So.
I mean, honestly, it was outrageous how many people turned up and only wanted to talk about steam trains.
Amazing. So this is the title track, and yeah, with plectrum even maybe. We'll see. Okay. Cold, misty morning beside Cumful Station. There's a graveyard of trains, carriages carrying high expectation, left out to rot in the rain. There's things I don't know, but I'm willing to wager we lost somewhere way down the track. Small town connections and time for reflections, not all we could never get back. So if that train is leaving the platform today, sweet heartache is coming our way. Well, I've never been down to Cumful Station, and I can't step back in time. The whistle was blowing, but I was afraid then, and so I stepped back from the line. There's things I don't know, but I'm willing to wager I lost somewhere way down the track. And here in this window I see heartache is coming our way. A cold, misty morning beside Carnforth Station. There's a graveyard of trains.
I would just like to speak to the people at home, please, and the people who are in France and the people who are in their camper vans with better internet than we have. Because I hope you're really enjoying this as much as we are. And if you're in a position to, and if you're in a camper van in Scotland, quite frankly, my sister, you are, could you possibly consider donating to this putting on of this event? And now, you have an album which is called The Broken Road Back Home. Yes. Yeah, well, lucky you. I used to be in the building trade, so I know about these things. And Wicks sell a major bag of tarmac granular road and path sub-base type 1 for only £5. And what I'm thinking is, don't buy that. Instead, send your £5 to the making of this concert, and it will help. What do you think?
I think that's a fabulous idea.
Yeah, I think so too. I was quite pleased with that one. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Please don't send me tarmac. Don't send me type 1. I don't need it. Yes, she does. She does. I don't. Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. Now, for the people who are in their camper vans and in France, how can they get a hold of your CDs and various other things?
Well, I have a website, jennifercrook.com. And and there's things attached to that you can click on, and you can buy CDs, vinyl, all of that stuff directly from me, which is great because then actually the money goes to me, which is probably what you want really, rather than to, we won't mention.
I heard rumour of a tote bag.
I've got two. So
two. Oh well, that's quite competitive.
They're £50 each.
They're a rarity.
No, they're not.
Excellent. Get your elbows out, people. Yeah, lovely. Okay, thank you, Jennifer Crook and Stuart Bruce. Carry on. Thank you.
Thanks, Maura. So, did anyone come to the Boo Huidzine gig recently? Yeah. So the next song I'm going to do is from the album that I recorded with him. It was called Merry Go Round, and he produced it, and we did it up in Glasgow. So I was constantly up and down on the train to Glasgow, which was great, with loads of instruments. So this song, now, let me see. Right. On my first album, there's a picture of me sitting in a red dress in a room. I was going to buy a dress to wear for that album shoot, and I went to a vintage clothes shop, and I was quite a while in there, as you probably already know. So the lady that owned the shop told me loads of stories about her life and all the things she got up to in the 60s. As I'm saying that, I'm looking at a picture and it says the Beatles. Okay. And one of those things that she got up to was running naked across Westminster Bridge. Yeah. So anyway, her stories inspired this next song, which we recorded and made the album. It was great, actually. I had Eddie Reader sang on it, and I was a massive fan from when I was very young, so that was really, really special. I'm not sure if she sang on this song, but So I wrote the song, we recorded the song, we made the album, and then I went back to the shop. But before that, there's a little bit more to the story. So Boo told me about, I think his wife, Audrey, actually, found a photographer called Bill Zygmunt, a very famous 60s photographer. Took lots of pictures of the Beatles, Harold Wilson, like all the people, right, really iconic black and white photographs from that time. And of course, he has a photograph of 2 women running naked over Westminster Bridge. So, what happened was I went to an exhibition he was doing in Bristol, met him. He was very excited and said, well, it must be the woman from your song, and he was very excited to find out about that. Lovely man. So, as I said, I went back to the shop with the CD.
But I mean, sorry, he'd already, by this point, he'd given Jen permission to use the photograph in the cover art of the record.
Yes,
so
that's
it's
true.
there, and
Yes.
it's been printed and everything. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Went back to the shop, and I said, showed her the CD, and she said, oh, no, dear, wasn't Westminster Bridge, it was Hammersmith Bridge. So this is She Wore Red. Ruby said, it's not like it was in the 60s, but it's a beautiful bargain for 25 pounds. Each dress that I sell has a story to tell. I was the belle of the ball. Nowadays, going to sing another song for you that was inspired by two naked ladies. I was born in Bath, over in the West Country. Anyone been to Bath? Yeah. And I used to have a flat which had a very long garden with the river at the bottom. And one day I was sitting at the bottom of the garden, feeling miserable because Betsy, my van, needed another repair. And it was the middle of a heat wave. And two ladies swam by. This had never happened before. I just looked at ducks normally, you know. And they said, "Oh, it's great, you should come in." And I thought, yeah, I think it looks good. So I went back inside, got my swimming costume. They weren't naked, by the way. They had swimming costumes. And loved it. And then I spent the next week swimming at the bottom of my garden, meeting all the neighbours, treading water. It's an amazing way to meet your neighbours. I'd lived there for 13 years. No, 17 years. 17 years. And I was moving out the following week. So this one's called Only the River. The first time I swam, I couldn't believe it had taken me 17 years. Watching the boats at the end of the garden, from Bathampton Mill to the Weir. They say people drown, but I say people die of all kinds of things without a name. Like fear of the future and life rushing by, and doing the same things again and again. Swim with me, sing to me, sail on the wind with me, take all the time that you need. Joy is a setting sun, but it's where we belong, so don't try to steal it from me. It's only the river, but somewhere it reaches the sea. The last time I drowned, it was in your eyes. I must have let go of the rope. Both of us foolish and both of us wise, 'cause there's nothing more precious than hope. And losing my footing, I bathed in the beauty of a moment so rare. Like all the pain And here we are by the sea.
Do you want to do cowboys?
Yeah.
We do it. 2 more?
Okay. This one was also on the Merry-Go-Round album I recorded with Boo, and had a guest on this one. It was Daryl Scott from Nashville. He's got amazing voice and songwriter, singer. Stuart's had a bit of a throat today, so he's got a lower voice than normal. You've got the wrong kind of hat on for this song.
I know, but, you know. I only brought the one with me. Yeah, while everybody else is drinking wine and beer, I was just tucking into a lem sip, so, you know, hopefully it'll be enough for what happens next. We'll find out.
You come around here in your chaps and your old-fashioned clothes, stinking of beer, but your smile is still sweet, I suppose. Since you left town and I grew to be strong, I've got bread on the table and a place to belong, and I won't give it up for some old-time song, if that's what you're asking of me.
Well, I think of you often, like when I'm watching the swallows nest. When the moon rises as bright as your eyes, I love you best. When the owl starts calling,
Sorry.
think of the time they in my arms. Well, look at you in home. Why won't you come out?
'Cause I'm too old to be following cowboys down dusty old tracks that don't lead anywhere. Too young to settle for memories of what used to be. So
Please don't ask me to ride by your side or watch the sunset
at the edge
edge
of
of the sky, 'cause it's too hard to kiss you or wave you goodbye
when you leave. Well, it's true that I've wondered just what I did with my traveling shoes.
Well, I guess some kind of freedom can leave a heart bleeding and bruised.
So pick up your hat, get your boots off the floor. I don't need to gamble on your love anymore, 'cause if you're planning on keeping one foot out the door, it looks more like losing to me.
Too old to be following cowboys down dusty old tracks that don't lead anywhere. Too young to settle for memories of what used to be. So please don't ask me to ride by your side or watch the sunset at the edge of the sky, 'cause it's too hard to kiss you or wave you goodbye when you leave. Oh, not too bad.
Oh, I think it might be.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, you get to do it.
Okay, here we go.
Number 1, CD.
Pam.
Oh, Pam. Yay! Fantastic.
Paul.
Fabulous. Well done. Thank you. Great. One more song, please.
One more song. Okay. Keep going
Okay, so I did an album that was I did a song for every month. And we're just a bit out of month here because this is for May. And that's on the Year She Turns album. This one had Eliza Carthy on fiddle. I had lots of different friends play on this album. And shall I start the song or leave him there playing the bass part?
I'm good.
I think maybe I should start the song. Thanks to Stuart for bass, singing, and thanks to everybody for listening. Warwick and I don't. Do we do? No. I'm going to sing the song. This is called May Madness. In the dead of the night, when you wore your disguise, all I saw was the light shining out of your eyes as we danced round and round, making patterns on the pole. I think I got my colors tangled up with your soul. Don't go. It's an awful mess. I think I've got a case of May. With your soul. Thank you very much.
Jennifer Crook and Stuart Bruce. Hey, fabulous. Okay. Okay, right. We're going to have a break in a minute. But we've got more to come. But you at home and you in your camper vans, now in the pub apparently. Not that I'm pursuing you at all or any stalking you. I don't. You can do what you like. But I have to thank people who've been working hard to make this happen, and that's Jeff on the door, and Roger filming, and John and Nick doing the sound, and G doing the cameras, and Chris has sorted out the lights, and Lizzie in Galashiels doing posting like mad, and of course in her pinny at the bar, Una! Way! Fantastic. Yeah. So, sorry? She was late. It's true, she was late. Yes, I'm not going to mention Una. She was very late. Yes, you just can't get the stats. Speaking of which, next week we have nothing to see here. There is nothing to see here, yeah, I'm afraid, because we just can't get enough people to run the event. The following week we have King Size Slim, yeah, if he's allowed off his boat, which hopefully he will be. The following week, on July the 4th, is anything happening on July the 4th? Yeah. Well, there. We've got Stanley Sibande, who is from Zambia but lives in South Africa and is going to bring his music to us. Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Yeah, and, you know, there might be other things happening that day. July the 11th, Georgia Shackleton and Aaron Bennett are here. And for some reason, we've got some special wine. We saw some wine that was said it was called Shackleton wine, and we bought Shackleton wine for that. Yeah, why not? Why not?
Of course.
Why not? Yeah.
No
Anyway.
No Crook wine, no.
No. Well, if I'd nicked it, maybe. Yeah, but I didn't. So anyway. For, you know, thank you.
Thank you.
It was lovely. This is Rosalind Court. See you on the 27th with King Size Slim. My name's Morag Butler, and we'll see you soon. Bye.